Hey weebs, welcome back. While anime series often take the spotlight, anime has additionally produced some outstanding movies. Here are the 10 best top-ranked anime movies, but first let's hit the intro. At number 10, 5 centimeters per second. For fanatics of the new head of the anime business Makoto Shinkai, 5 centimeters per second is an unquestionable requirement. Watch anime film. It is looked on as the best anime in his initial profession, delivered in 2007. The anime work is partitioned into 3 short parts: Cherry Blossom, Cosmonaut and 5 centimeters per second. The principal character Takaki's first love with the champion Akari in grade school is portrayed from the start, and his life after that is centered around. In the last part, the two grow up and the story mark the peak of the moving anime. There is neither heavenly force nor activity fight scenes, however the lovely reality. Number 9, Akira. The common eminent Akira was initially made as a manga composed by Katsuhiro Otomo, and its anime film adaptation was delivered in 1988. The manga arrangement had not finished at this point around then, so the anime film depended on the 3 volumes that had been distributed by 1988, with the peak story precisely not the same as that of the manga. The setting is Neo-Tokyo in 2019, where Tokyo is annihilated because of the episode of World War III. There are 2 fundamental characters in Akira, a head of the Basozoku gang, Japanese biker gang named Shotaro Kaneda, and his beloved companion Tetsuo Shima. The story unfurls first when Tetsuo acquires a heavenly force after a bike accident. Number 8, Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. One of Hayao Miyazaki's first movies is still a lot of adored today. Delivered in 1984, Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind recounts the contacting story of a youthful princess who commits her everyday routine to better understanding the world she experiences in 1,000 years before this story. A prophetically catastrophic war brought about by the mechanical and innovative development of mankind annihilated human progress and brought forth a poisonous timberland that has since spread to most pieces of the world. While Nausicaa puts stock in sharing this world, others mean to ride the planet of this poisonous timberland forcibly. Number 7, Wolf Children. This film follows Hana, a single parent raising 2 curious half-human, half-wolf kids after the passing of their werewolf father. It's hard for what it's worth to bring up small kids alone. Hana's undertaking is delivered significantly more convoluted, as she likewise needs to conceal her kids' real essence from the world, as they are not yet ready to control their capacities. Wolf Children is an amazingly sweet and inspiring film loaded up with enchantment and expectation that will make certain to leave an imprint. Number 6, A Silent Voice. Delivered in 2017, A Silent Voice overwhelmed the world and made itself a spot among the best appraised and most all-around adored anime films ever. In spite of its brilliant and vivid plan, A Silent Voice tells a profound, enthusiastic, and incredible story that takes the watcher through a roller coaster of feelings. The film investigates unfathomably profound and hard subjects, for example, self-destruction and harassing. A Silent Voice finishes 2 kids' center school and secondary school as they battle to discover their position on the planet and discover that every one of their activities has further and hazier results than they would have suspected. Number 5, Princess Mononoke. In his journey to discover a remedy for his revile, Prince Ashitaka got up to speed in a battle between the divine force of the backwoods and people. Along his movements, he meets a young lady named San who was raised by wolves and is by all accounts all the more a wild creature than a person. Together, they will battle to shield the god of the woodland from the defilement brought by man and their want power. While Princess Mononoke is really realistic and focuses on a more experienced crowd, it is certainly an unquestionable requirement. Number 4, Your Name. Delivered in 2016 and coordinated by Makoto Shinkai, Your Name recounts the narrative of a kid from Tokyo named Taki and a young lady named Mitsuha from a humble community, who abruptly and illogical beginning trading bodies. This film is a flat-out masterpiece, from its lovely soundtrack to its extraordinary liveliness and, obviously, its novel story that holds the watcher from the absolute first second. Number 3. Grave of the Fireflies. At the pinnacle of World War II, Seda and Tsuko's mom kicked the bucket from serious consumes after their home was besieged. Seda, an adolescent kid, and his more youthful sister Tsuko are left without a gatekeeper and put forth a valiant effort to get by all alone in this terrifying world. Albeit Grave of the Fireflies more than merits its high appraising, realize that this film jumps profound into some intense and touchy subjects. As delightful as the film seems to be, one ought to set themselves up to enter this unfathomably tragic, exceptional, and cozy story. Number 2. Spirited Away. Spirited Away was the best film in Japanese history and got all-inclusive recognition. Vivacious Away was the first, and still just, hand-drawn non-English language film to win the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature. The story about growing up occurring in an Alice in Wonderland-esque world loaded up with spirits and animals, and this gives over quite possibly the most excellent and entrancing anime films ever constructed. Number 1. Demon Slayer the movie, Mugen Train. I have placed this movie on the number 1 spot on the ratings of Rotten Tomatoes. Demon Slayer has formally become the most elevated earning film in Japan, taking the crown from Hayao Miyazaki's Spirited Away all the while. In light of the manga of a similar name by Koichiro Gatoge, Demon Slayer centers around a kid named Tanjiro, who joins the Demon Slayer Corps after his town is decimated by evil presences. The anime has become a mainstream society sensation, with the Mugen Train film set during Season 1 of the show. Mugen Train follows Tanjiro and his kindred devil slayers as they research the chance of an evil presence traveler on a train. Thank you for watching. If you liked my video, please hit the like button, and also hit the subscribe button for more content like this. Until then, Plus Ultra.